news. I'm finally graduating in a couple of weeks, and it's wonderful, because now I will be an engineer. My lifelong ambition. I'll be making tons upon tons of money, and it will be great. Being an engineer is great, because I think about it. I put a problem in my head, and then it is though that I flip a switch, and the answer seems to come out of my mouth. I've had these interviews, and I'm going to be working for one of the world's most renowned companies, IBM, and they seem to be great to have me. No Ogs. It is with a sigh I say goodbye to the fan area, but there are not enough television channels for such a great place, and the radio programming belongs in /dev/null, so I'm looking forward to swimming in the deep blue sea. Pick up after your pet. The Ogs have apparently been here. Richmond is full of crazy people. At one point, this guy tried to sell me some pills. This is my new company car that IBM gave me because they were so impressed. The man on the lot said that this was the best one they had. I told them I wanted a new one, but he said that this was all they could afford to give me. But I'm really happy, and they must be really proud of me to have given me such a nice car. Soon, I will be catching the bandwagon to IBM, where I will be happy for a long time, because that's where I'm going to go, where the streets are paved with silicon, and I will be able to plug into the great blue motherboard and connect with my fellow engineers, so that we may contribute to the world with our superior intellect.
Information, not your name.
A drink of 250 or 200.
Right on, man. Thanks, bro.
Oh, you're doing some kind of documentary?
We just stopped bringing the camera because
Here we go.
we wanted to get
Now
the
you
best
got me started.
song, you know. Heavy duty hopping.
Thank you very much, yo.
We gotta clean out the trash now.
All right, God bless you. Thank you.
When I'm driving, I like to open my mouth and pretend I eat the road. Bad day for road digestion. Been quite well for me. They've worked out. I've had a lot of experience and opportunity dealing with my kind of business. So you give or take a couple of weeks, you know, eventually you're gonna find an investment firm that's interested in you. Theater investment, streetlight investment. You put the two together, you have a theater that can relate to anybody. A theater for mimes, for fools, for canopies. Canopies. I have robotics engineers working on things, trying to make things happen.
Richmond is full of crazy people.
And I'm not exactly sure if they're gonna be making it happen for me or not. I've had a little past medical history problem. I think that the essence of street theater is knowing somebody that just comes right off the street, you know, that knows exactly what they're doing, yet seems like they don't know what they're doing, you know? I think that's the essence. Improv is good, but there's a little art form that goes past improv. An art form that's very intuitive. I think that the stoplight theater is the next big thing, you know? I've been known to see the Virgin Mary sometimes when I stop and look a little while. She loves to play street theater. I think she's good. She's my mother. She's yours too. So next time you see that guy, throw him a nickel, throw him a dime, throw him anything to support our stoplight theater. We really could use all the help you can muster. Thank you.
Okay, here come some cars. Here come a lot of cars.
April Fools, there's nothing.
Good shit.
Congratulations, guy. Huh? You like that, huh?
Yeah, get it all. When did they actually start selling?
It is rapid.
They just started selling it out.
Like just recently? Oh, okay. I got a friend up there. There's the guy selling them with the glass.
Yeah! Getting all this? Getting all this? There you go. So you did find the video camera, huh? Right here.
Show your book. Have you reading?
Where'd you get the hat?
I got connections.
I really want a hat.
Yeah, like that guy giving it to him over there. That's your connection.
Non-reserved copy right here.
Have y'all read the?
I read the first three.
Don't mind me taping?
Go ahead.
So you read the first one?
I read the first three. They were awesome. How many are there? Well, this is the fourth one in a series of 7.
Series of
It's like
7.
pivotal plot point.
What's the first one called?
I think Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Is that when he finds the stone?
Well, it's like the thing in the basement, and there's a 3-headed dog.
How did he become a magician?
Oh, he was born that way because his parents were magicians. Well, they were wizards.
Wait. Got wizard parents?
Is he a magician or is he a
He's
wizard?
a wizard.
He's a wizard.
But
He's
he
not a
can do
magician.
magic.
So
So have y'all read them?
no, I
Or
have
y'all
not.
just randomly here?
Well, no, we saw it on the news.
He
And
thinks there's gonna be Harry Potter riot.
There is.
Like somewhere.
are you instigating? Is there some Fight Club stuff?
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, everybody dressed up.
We're gonna open the paper tomorrow and there's gonna be some riots going on.
Well, that's if they run out of books, right? They run out of books.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
If they run out of books, we're tearing the place down. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Me and everybody else's mom and dad and everybody, we're taking them out.
Summit could be held in November. Patrick McGrath will have a report. Robert Bork says judges should be active in defending individual liberties.
You need to do a little more for me. I gotta show this to my teacher tomorrow, and nice trousers, drawstring included.
Yeah, well, I always put these trousers on when I'm getting ready for my beer bath.
Beer bath.
I take a lot of beer baths.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Would you be able to demonstrate for me right now what a beer bath is?
Well, it's not time just yet, but when it is... Ooh, soon it's gonna be time for my beer bath. Sarkon! I hate that chicken commercial.
I don't believe you. If you're gonna take a beer bath, you better do it, buddy, because I've got the tape and I've got the hours.
That was fun time because we have Dozy. Talking Dozy. We love play Dozy slows and talk. Light up Dozy. Want to show us?
Yeah!
Lights.
Hi, wanna play?
I'll light up your room.
I'll tell you a story. Once upon a time,
But none of the other friends know that. Yeah.
talking light up Dozy.
This is where I usually take my beer baths.
Oh.
In this tub here. You can see all the bubbles down there at the bottom.
Going up, Dozy.
Calm down. Don't get it on you.
Beer bath now time.
I can feel them inside my eyes.
You'll do.
Look, the talking dozies.
No.
It's making the rounds. It's killing all the bad things.
I can't believe I'm documenting you. They always said you were nuts, but they didn't know how flaky you really are.
I'm drinking through my foot. Oh, I'm so drunk. And then the bareback was going away. And then it didn't want to be with us anymore because of my mean sister.
Of your mean sister?
Because
Who's letting you do this shit in the first place?
Shh, and there, it said very gently, it said, okay, I'm leaving you in charge, Donald. Donald, because you know what really is true. Gurgle, that's what it said.
Sick.
I feel like a
You're
new
not walking
man.
anywhere until you stop dripping. Wash yourself off.
Starting off at $3. Do I hear $3?
Yeah.
Okay. $3, I got $3.
This is the geek keychain. Notice that it's pretty universal.
And he's got the special name for him.
Yeah,
I thought I was the only one that ever did that.
I know a few people that do it actually.
Little blobs of mercury. Little blobs of mercury.
Car fishing 101. You get your string, get your napkin. You're driving down the interstate while you do this. One napkin, one string. You stick it on a napkin, and you tie it on just like this. Got it ready to go. Driving down the road, let it out your window. Let some string out about 30 yards. It's trailing behind you. Keeps tailgaters away. It's excellent. And then the guy passes you. He's flying back, going. He's going about. You're doing 55, doing the speed limit like a nice good citizen. Only you're car fishing. They want to do 65, and they want every inch. So they go and pass you. The napkin's around their antenna, and they drive down the road, and you have your string off the spool by then. You tie a napkin on this end, put the spool down, hold the napkin, and as soon as they're in front of you, you let it go, and it goes shoot, sticks to their antenna. About 2 minutes later, you're driving down the road, and there's this napkin flying behind them. It works great.
LEDs, a doot-doot-doot-doot. LEDs, a doot-doot-doot-doot.
I used to go to Walmart and look at the backs of products, and I read the label and it would say, don't do this. And I would go home and do it.
Oh.
George, you know what I did one time?
What was it?
I coated birdseed with nitrogen triiodide. And we had this cute little dove. Flap, 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 peck, peck. There's feathers everywhere. There's this charred bird laying on the ground. That's my best one ever.
What is it? It looks pretty toxic.
Hydrogen with aluminum and lye.
Oh, the humanity.
And the problem with it was that, you know, about by the time you blew all the air out of the container and started really producing the hydrogen, you started running out of reactant. And if you put enough reactant in to make a decent amount of hydrogen, the thing would get, you know, it's exothermic, it would get out of control. So I had this brilliant idea, you know, this was back when 2-liter bottles were made out of glass. And I thought, well, I'll twist up all this aluminum foil into these long sticks and put about that much lye on the bottom. And then they'll go from the top down, and not so much will be in the fluid at any given time, but I'll have a good supply because they'll just keep falling downwards as they get used up. And so I got this 2-liter glass, you know, soda glass bottle with the highest coefficient of expansion known to man. And I cleaned it out, or so I thought. And I made all my aluminum sticks, and I put the lye in there and set the thing down in a big pot of ice water, you know, and the thing started kicking up, and I took the top on, and the hydrogen started producing, and then it started foaming. And the foam started filling the bottle. And I snatched the top off, you know, and the hydrogen is just going out the bottle, you know, and it's kind of wiggling back and forth. And I turned to my buddy, I said, hey, Alan, I think we ought to, you know, he's already gone. So I just kind of went, okay, closed the door, walked through the adjoining room, closed that door, boom! Go back in there, everything just kind of this hissing noise throughout the room. The bottle's gone. I found a few little pieces of it. You know, there's little tiny spatters of lye on everything. And I set it right next to a big window fan so it would suck anything that spilled out, you know. And I think really it may have been more the glass just breaking under the pressure than anything else. I mean, there was no evidence of a fire, but it sure made a nice loud boom, but it didn't wake my parents up. I mean, that was the amazing thing.
Start out for $3. $3. Right here, 3. 4. All right, here are 5. 5.
Let's go.
I cleaned it up and I had to put a new resistor in it, and I calibrated it. Hey, I made this myself. I don't know when I did. Okay.
So this is just a regular backyard nuclear reactor, right?
Yes. Starting to get a little more frequency in the neutron counts. That's good.
Some nice X-rays you got there.
That lead stops it dead, though. I'm melting.
Kites at a flea market, and I figured I'd fly one so they'd sell better. And I had this really thin aluminumized mylar tail that I put on it because it looked cool. And like a stupid person, the wind starts going down and I try to reel it in and it dove right between the wires. I put out the whole shopping mall, Military Circle, and the flea market, and everybody at the flea market was looking at me real bad that day. Right in front of everybody. I could see my shadow on the wall in broad daylight when it went off. I almost peed myself.